What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the slight delay with this live here, but had to finish some back end stuff that was going on, man. Hope everybody is cool out there. But welcome, guys, to the live stream. We are back, guys. This is episode 79. Crazy. We are one episode away from hitting that big 8-0, which will be happening next week, guys. But shout outs to everybody that's always tuning in. Jake, what's good, man? Appreciate you hopping on like always. Popping by a few minutes before for work. Okay, no problem. Always appreciated having you hop on. But we are back again. As you can see, I have some slightly new scenery here in the back. Working on some of my my backdrop here at my new crib. But shout outs to the 7 people that are in here, guys. You guys can hear me okay. Please give this live a thumbs up. My internet bar shows it as being unstable, so I just want to make sure that we are good to go here before I start moving on with the live. Oh, snap. I'm actually hooked up to my phone's internet. That's why. Oh no. Actual internet on my router and not my phone. I don't know why my phone is listed as a hotspot. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully my internet is stable. It's like jumping back and forth between my phone and my actual internet. Let me know if you guys are okay. I know it was frozen for a sec. I froze up, but let me know if I'm good to go. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can, and we'll jump right into this here. But I have a special guest I'm gonna let hop on, of course. Jake, what's up, man?
Evening, howdy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Like I said, I'm just using my phone because my laptop's doing some updates and stuff like that. So
Got it. No problem, man. Okay, well, if Jake can hear me, hopefully everybody else in the chat can hear me as well. Hold up. What's going on here? Gotta love technology, man. Doesn't work in the times that you need it most, and seems to always be working fine when you're not really using it. So, all right. Well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the stream, and I'm gonna jump right off into it, man. And I know, Jake, you got to go to work, so hopefully you'll hear this part of the stream because it's actually really important that everybody understands and knows. If you guys follow me on social media, you guys know that I had a major announcement to make on the live stream today, and it's actually regarding the future of the lives. So it wasn't easy, man. It wasn't easy to make this decision, but I have come to the decision to end my live streams completely at episode 100. So there was been a lot of factors into this decision. It was nothing against anybody. It was just, I just felt like it was time. These lives are great. They've been a great outlet for a lot of us, including myself. I've taken great pride in making these lives, for you guys and also for me, trying to take that challenge and see if this is something I can do on a regular basis. And, I think it's something that was eventually going to happen. I was actually really surprised that it went this far. To be quite honest, episode 79, I didn't even think that this was going to go more than 20 episodes, to be quite honest with you. But, here we are, fast forward to 2023. And, you know, what does that mean for the channel? Well, I'm definitely still going to be actively making content on my channel. That's not going to change anytime soon. But I think shifting the channel structure and my Wednesdays is definitely something that's on my mind for a long time. And it wasn't easy, but I just want everybody to know that I really appreciated everybody's feedback, participation, thoughts, recommendations, constructive criticism, everything from the good and the bad. You know, these lives wouldn't be where they were at if it wasn't for you, Jake, and everybody else that were a part of these lives, man. You guys are the reason why these lives lasted as long as they have. And, you know, for those of you who are bummed out, don't worry. We still got the rest of the year, man. So I did the math. If I do a live stream every Wednesday, we'll be at just about episode 98 before the end of the year. I might throw in some special lives, like a Halloween special, or, you know, a Christmas special, or even a Thanksgiving or New Year's special, just to, you know, to add that little extra bonus in there, man. But yeah, that's kind of where the timeline and the structure is going with these lives. I think 100 episodes is a perfect way to go out. And I don't know how you feel about it, Jake, but if anybody that's in here wants to chime in and share their thoughts, or if they have any questions or comments or concerns, please, you know, the table is open. I am open to all feedback, all criticism, whatever you guys are feeling, you know, and, you know, whatever your guys' thoughts are.
Honestly, I mean, it is what it is. It's one of those things where, you know, it. I like you say, I'm kind of surprised they even lasted as long as they had, because, you know, especially with, you know, because didn't they start kind of right around COVID, if I remember right? Like kind of that era, or was it a little after that?
You know what? That's a great question. I have to actually double check. That just goes to show how long these lives have been going.
Yeah.
And not that it's a bad thing. It's just, you know, yeah, like it was something that I thought about doing. So for those of you who don't know too much about the live streams, these lives started off as me like interviewing people. So I was interviewing people like King Leonidas. I believe he was like one of the first people that I interviewed. And we did a separate meeting, which was a Zoom. It was like a Zoom call. It was a pre-recorded recording, but I was having a live session with him, but I was recording it while I was doing it. Then after the interview was done, I basically had just started editing the entire interview, kind of like side by side, like me and you on the screen. And then I would upload it and I would put it as like an episode. And if you really go back to the lives, you look at some of the episodes, traditionally they're not like this format now, because I was actually interviewing someone individually, asking a question, and then splicing that footage and turning it into a video. And those were I kind of had an idea to start by, you know, to start by having people, you know, more people be a part of something real time. And, you know, after I became monetized on YouTube, I started to have more features. I was able to go live with everyone. And people like you hopped on, people like Big John, Swale, like just to name a few, Instagrammer, GC, all these guys just hopped on and just started showing love and showing comments and you know, being a part of the panel on a regular basis. And that's kind of what transpired the lives to become what they were. And, you know, it was one of those things where I ran with it. You know, I took the torch, ran with it as far as I could. And I still feel like there is definitely room for live streams out there that may not necessarily come from me, you know, might come from another person in the community. But for me, I feel like that I've given all that I could in that level of things. And I think it's ready. I'm ready to pass that torch on to anybody, or, you know, just kind of move forward from that, from this chapter. But to answer your question, Jake, Yeah, these live streams were about 2 years ago. So,
All right.
definitely a long running show. I know during COVID, a lot of us kind of socialized and bonded together because of the camaraderie that we had, trying to keep ourselves sane during all this pandemic, wearing masks and not being able to go out. Those I think are also special in the sense that we had these lives, a lot of these lives because of that. We turned something really unfortunate into something really positive. And we ran with it. We took it. We made great memories with it. So we're still going to be in great memories for the remainder of the year. Like I said, it is still August. We still have about like a little over 5 months, or is it August, September, October, November. So yeah, about almost 5 months here. And it's all good, Mighty. I don't know if you heard, but I'm making the announcement on episode 79 that episode 100 will be my final live stream that I do on Wednesdays. So I will no longer be doing the Wednesday live streams after episode 100. So that will be my last one. I don't know if you guys have any questions about it. I definitely, it's bittersweet for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have, because it definitely was something that I would have never expected to be, what they are to this day. And one of the things too that always really just make me really like put a smile on my face is when I get people who message me and tell me how much they love watching my lives, or what they learned, or basically talking about it, talking to me about the live, like, hey man, it was really interesting that you talked about this, or just letting me know like how it impacted them, or if they want to talk more about it, even after the live is done. That's definitely something that's it makes me very emotional. So hopefully you guys understand. It wasn't an easy decision. Like I said, I thought about this for a long time, but I really thought heavy about it in the last week or so, and I decided to make the decision publicly today on episode 79 of the live streams. So,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do, and when you feel like something has run when you feel like something has run its course or whatever, I mean, you just got to do what you got to do. I mean,
yeah. And, like it's another one of those things too, where like I feel like I could have gone well over 100. I probably could have done another 100, but to be quite honest with you, like I don't want it to feel like it's forced. You know what I mean? Because there were times where I would make a live, or I would prepare to make a live, and it would be very mentally draining on me. And sometimes I would just do it regardless of how I felt mentally or physically. And I don't want to do that, man, because when I make content, when I make videos, I want to be 100% in. Like, I don't want to second guess anything. I don't want to, not give it my all. I want to make sure that I'm fully focused and I'm fully invested when making a video or a live or whatever I'm doing here for you guys on YouTube. And there were times where I didn't feel that. And, I toughed it out, went through it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like, I felt like those days were the hints of me realizing like, yo, like it's time to start wrapping things up here, and I don't want that to discourage people from checking out the channel, because I'm still planning on making content on the channel. I just want to make sure that, I'm 100% invested on the channel. And if I can't do that with a live stream, I want to still be able to contribute and making it, whether I'm doing a video or a short or a post, because I feel like there's other ways that I could still contribute to the channel other than making a live stream. Mighty!
Yo.
What's up, man?
Oh, sorry I was late. Just finished off one of my own videos, but
all
No,
good, man.
I mean, I
One
think,
sec, I'll pop back on.
huh?
No worries.
Oh, okay. No, I think that 100 is a good number. I mean, people that don't do lives, I think, don't understand how hard sometimes it can be. And I think you're really to be commended for keeping it going as long as you have. And, I mean, 100 episodes is a lot of episodes and a lot of weeks to invest and to try to come up with content to talk about, because, it is hard to come up with every week. It's hard, I mean, obviously, you have other
right.
things that you have to do, and with family, and it's always appreciated by everyone, who either watches our lives or people who join in. But I completely understand it. I mean, I thought at one point I would do more lives with like Instagram and whatnot, and I'm going to try to do one this Saturday night, but it's hard. And then before you know it, it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and you're still on there just yakking away, and it's like I should be in bed.
I got stuff to do in the morning, and I have like 3 hours till I have to be at work. Yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. And again, there was a number of factors involved into me making this decision. It wasn't something that was easy. It was very difficult for me to try and come to the decision to make this. But I just feel like it's time to change the direction of my channel moving forward. And again, like I said, we still have the remainder of the year. There's still going to be plenty of opportunity to engage and have great conversation. But like the saying says, all good things must come to an end. I definitely feel like it's time to lace up the boots and ride in the sunset, like that saying goes. But again, I don't want anybody to feel like, well, are you still getting? Absolutely. Like, my passion to make content is still there. I definitely feel like there's still a lot that I have to bring to the table on my channel. But I just feel like making the proper adjustments, especially in my position right now, now that I'm, I have my own place, with my wife, my family. It is very taxing. It's very demanding. I know it's a once a week kind of thing, but it's still once a week of your time. Still got to come up with stuff, and it's not easy. Like, I'm sure we all make content, in some way, shape, or form. So we all know what's involved with making a nice structured channel or video, especially if it's a live, like an actual live, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. Internet could go out. Something might happen, God forbid, something terrible happens to somebody during a live, but you don't know, and you got to be able to roll the punches. The show must go on, like it, being said, and you just got to be ready at all times during the live. So, anybody that is considering doing a live, I would highly recommend doing one, but I would also advise that be ready, be prepared, do your homework, and just have fun. Most importantly, at the end of the day, have fun. It's your live. You got to remember that, because there were a lot of times where I felt too like my live streams were getting taken over because of the conversation jumping, and I had to get everybody back in one place. When you facilitate a meeting, you got to deal with personalities first and foremost. If you can't deal with personalities, then you might need a co-host. You might need somebody to
You need an Ed McMahon.
Huh?
You need an Ed McMahon.
Yeah, exactly. You need an Ed McMahon. You need an Andy Richter to Conan O'Brien. Like, you need a co-host, man. You need somebody if that's the case, because it takes a lot of effort from everybody in the live to have a really good and meaningful and productive conversation. Because sometimes lives can go super south. You know what I mean? And you don't want it to get there, but sometimes we all have emotions. Sometimes I've gone there and I've checked myself, and I'd have to really control the the pace, you know, of lives. And like I said, like some of my lives have gone from like 3-4 hours, probably even more. I remember you had one live stream, Mighty, and it was like a marathon on Kings.
Yeah, I've had
you know, it was
like,
yeah. So you know, like it's very challenging, but I don't want to discourage anybody who is thinking about doing it or is currently doing it, because it's very fun. It's very rewarding, and you can definitely learn a lot about yourself by doing them. So, you know, I don't want this whole live stream to be about that, but I just want people to understand that I've given everything that I would have, you know, that I possibly could on that forefront of content creating for you guys, and I will continue to do it for the remainder of 2023. But you know, I think it's time to start, you know, lacing up the boots on that aspect of things and moving forward to another journey. So hopefully you guys understand.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully,
and I know you're going to do great with whatever that next journey is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that you gave us a platform here weekly to, you know, talk about whatever it was, whether it was on the agenda or not. You know, me getting in my feels at times about things, and Ben Simmons and Philly, and you know, Snacks and the Charlie Horse, and you know, we've dealt with a lot of stuff here on your lives.
A lot of good memories.
I think you got to come up with some sort of compilation of all like the top moments of Rez's lives.
Oh, definitely. That's definitely in the works. I would like to do something like that towards the end of the year, just to recap every, you know, memorable, you know, moment from to episode, you know, 100, you know, and just kind of go over with everybody. You know, what were some of the moments, you know, that we all kind of like just laughed about, or you know, got super emotional in our feels, you know, because like, trust me, there's a lot of stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff to digest. And you know what the beauty is with these lives is that they're still going to be on the channel. So if you ever want to go back and you want to refer to what we were talking about, you know, they're there.
In fact, your lives will always be a part of my, I think, what was it, my 25th work anniversary, because you know they had like this like e-card the company sent me, and you know, it was a link, and you go on there, it was big, like only I could see it, right? So I go on there, and it's different people congratulating me, my boss and other coworkers, and my boss reached out to Slim to put something, because he wanted to get some other people who had been, you know, in my life and whatnot. And Slim used he had a nice note, but he screen grabbed my face when I was arguing on your live with Snacks about Ben Simmons, and that image was on the card.
Oh my god!
It was me all red faced, sitting on the old love seat, going on about Ben Simmons, and it was like
oh my god,
me in full force, and it was, I'm like, oh, he used that. Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like a Slim thing to do.
Yeah.
Hey man, Slim's, you gotta watch out for him, man, because he is the sniper. Like, you know, there, like, one thing I learned whenever you're doing something live or anything on YouTube is never eat on camera. Because I'm telling you, Slim is going to catch you one way or another. He's going to get a photo of you, you know, whether you're chewing something, something in your mouth, whether you're blinking, what you're doing, like, and he will magnify it. I don't know if you guys seen his TV. The dude has like a huge television screen at his place. so you got to be
some inch.
Yeah, you definitely got to watch out for that, man.
Yeah,
he
will get you.
You know,
he will. I mean, I know we've had guys that try to sneak something. No, you don't sneak. He knows.
Exactly.
If you put a cashew in your mouth, he'll find it. He'll find it, and he'll.
Yeah. So I kind of want to shift gears here, and basically, I just want to talk about preseason real quick because I know, there's been some teams already. NFL is just about to start regular season, and I know a lot of us talked about the Fuse jerseys on previous lives as well about it, but I kind of want to get everybody's thoughts. Now after we've kind of let it digest and sink in. Mighty, I know you were able to get the game jersey for, Jalen Hurts. I know you did not get the Fuse Limiteds, but what was your, I guess I could say, and even you, Jake, but like, what was your guys' decision in deciding whether or not you were going to get the game jersey or the Fuse?
For me, I would say probably the biggest thing for me was I just wanted to have one of them, especially of a style that, I don't already have or something like that. I just wanted to actually get one of them in my hands to actually see what they were like and like actually, because it's one thing when, you have someone on the internet saying, oh, this jersey sucks. Or, then you go on like another channel and this jersey is the greatest thing ever. Obviously everyone has their opinions, everyone has their thoughts and stuff like that. But for me, it was just primarily wanting to get my hands on one of them and actually own one and, stuff like that, and just actually get an idea of what I personally think of them.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
I think it's just basically I just wanted one, and the price point, it wasn't a huge difference, but I looked at the basically the swingman one with the with the numbers pressed on and everything. And I looked at that and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like tremendously terrible, but the other one was $130, and I just felt that was just a better buy at the time. And I like the old school looking shield, even though that's not technically, the collar's a little different, whatever. But I did like that old school look to a throwback looking jersey, even though it was a current player in a current jersey. But, I like that. I like the feel of it, and isn't to say I'll never get one of the others. No, I might. But I think it mainly when I get them, it's just going to be the game ones. Partly also because, sometimes when you're getting players, they could always be traded or something, and I don't want to go too crazy with the price of some of these if the player might get dealt after the season or mid-season or who knows what anymore. I know there's certain players who are safe, but then it's like, okay, well, if I get this guy in this team, is he still going to be there longer or whatever? But I think mainly it's just how it feels on me. And the game jerseys have always felt good on me. I've never had any issues. And I only have one authentic. And, Jalen Hurts I got last year during the Super Bowl time. But I like it. It's a comfortable jersey, but there's aspects of it that I prefer. I prefer the imitation, the game version. I prefer over it. So, that's just personal opinion.
Yeah. Kings of Throwbacks mascot. What's good, man?
What up?
What's going on? Yeah, no, like I actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but I did a video recently of the Vapor Limiteds and Vapor Fuse. I didn't have them in hand, but again, shout outs to members of Kings, Eric and Fuab, like for providing those highly detailed photos. I actually was able to see one in person, the limited jerseys, not the Vapors, and I was disappointed. I mean, like, I know a lot of us are. I mean, I know a lot of us kind of already know what we're going to be getting if we buy them, but like, I just feel like with the way that it's constructed and the way that it's made now, it's like, and the price point. I think the biggest thing to me that made me upset was the $25 or whatever hike up a price that they did. And I went to the 49er shop. They had a bunch of McCaffrey jerseys, but they didn't have any Vapor Elites. They only had the limited Fuse and the white. And that's actually I do want a Christian McCaffrey jersey, but they have yet to release a Vapor Elite in that. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to go, come down to buying one of them. If I get one as a gift, maybe, maybe that's a different story. But as far as spending $175 for a limited jersey, I just can't come to an agreement on that. And it's definitely it's disappointing in my opinion. The Vapor Fuse jerseys, on the other hand, they do look promising. I don't know how I feel about that neck collar though. That thing is that how the players are going to be wearing them now, like on field?
According to what I've been seeing, yes.
Okay.
Like according to actually, if you case in point, if you watch the next 49ers preseason game, because I think the 49ers, like you said, are one of the teams that are doing the fuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are, because I could tell by the V. Weird V design that they put in with the stitching and stuff like that. And I mean the chainmail part looks kind of cool, but it's just, I mean, I agree with you. I think if I do get another Fuse limited, it's probably going to be an on sale one, the player's gone or something like that. And I may or may not try to get my hands on a Fuse Elite, but those things are just so damn expensive. It's I kind of with Mighty there. Your best bet might actually be going with the game jersey, as as weird or as crazy as it is to say and stuff like that. But honestly, in my opinion, that might be the best value as of now, unless you can find elites or the limiteds on sale. But yeah, $175 for what I get, for the basically an NBA swingman jersey, like a Nike NBA swingman jersey, is definitely too much in my opinion. But
nuts. It's absolutely
I will
nuts.
say though, the fabric is pretty nice on the limiteds though. The fabric is actually pretty comfortable and stuff like that. It's just if the numbers were even single stitch like they were on the old limiteds, I would highly recommend it. Just because of between the fabric and how the fit's a little bit boxier, which for me is kind of nicer. Because the Vapor Limiteds and the Vapor Elites of last year, especially the Limiteds fit so snug and kind of tighter and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how do they fit? Because the older Limiteds, they were super tight around the neck.
Yeah, no, these aren't as bad. Then again, like I say, I'm kind of saving mine for when the actual season starts and stuff like that. But I mean, they're nice, they fit nice and stuff like that. It's just, again, the whole swingman number with the 175 price tag is a little much, even though I do kind of like how they did the jock tag with the all black on it and stuff like that. I think that's kind of a cool touch and stuff like that. Plus they don't have the size anymore on the NBA or the NFL jerseys, I should say. It's just the tag, and then the neck tag is actually where the price and stuff is on all that. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, unfortunately, it's kind of the way these things are going anymore. And heck, I wouldn't be surprised if the freaking elites one of these days do stuff like that. As much as I hate to see that, it's
the day that NFL authentics start to be heat press graphics, even though they're not supposed to be, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm not that's
paying $330 for them or $340 for them.
I'm throwing in the
nah,
towel.
man. Like I say, I think for now I'm just gonna stick. Like I say though, for now I'm just gonna stick with probably buying either the game jerseys or discounted of the Fuse Limiteds. I may try to get my hands on one of the, because they do have a Justin Jefferson in the throwback elite. But the thing is though, like I say, those are so expensive, and probably by the time I could pounce on them, my sizes are going to be gone anyway, just because size 56s and 60s and stuff like that go like that. Us bigger guys could probably attest. It always seems like the 2 or 3 sizes that are gone the most are the extra large, then the 2X and 3X.
Right.
So, but
GTC, I don't know if you know, but the Vapor Elites now, they have cuff Nike's actually been started doing this like maybe not too long ago, but yeah, their sleeves now are cuffed up. So
I think they started that with the actual Vapor like Elites because my Chase
Yeah.
Elite has the cuffed sleeves
Right.
and stuff like that. But yeah, like I say, I'm just gonna probably at this point you're better off just going with the game jerseys or the Elites. If you can afford an Elite or something like that, just because the Elites are nicer quality, like they are. Like like I just got my first Vapor Elite and I love it. It fits a little bit looser than I thought it was going to. Not gonna lie, and all that stuff. But yeah,
Right.
I mean, that's basically where I stand right there. Just either go with the game or I mean, if you want to, at the very least, just go to a local pro shop and just look to see what they look like. Go for it and stuff like that. But I mean, it is what it is. I could sit here complain and moan about it, but it's gonna fall on deaf ears anyway. So,
Well, I
with
also
all
like
that said, though, fellas, I'm gonna probably bounce out here and get ready to go. So,
all
All right,
good.
Jake. Appreciate it, man.
I also like the Legend version, which is the $100 range. They're just extremely comfortable. I have the Devontae Smith one here. Very, very comfortable jersey. It's very light, but it's also it I don't know. It almost kind of has like a soccer kit feel to it. Like if you know those jerseys, they're very light, very kind of I don't know, wearable and just I think they're also designed so that if you spill something on it, it's easy to clean. Like I know last year I wore it during one of the games where they were playing Washington, and I got some barbecue sauce on it, and I washed it, and it came out without any issue. So, those are pretty decent, and for $100, and you can get sales or whatever. I mean, those are pretty decent buys too. But like I said, to each his own.
Yo,
Adam,
What's good?
what's up? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Nah, man, same shit, different fucking toilet, man.
Yeah. No doubt, man. What's up with you, Snacks? What's going on, man?
Not chilling, just listening. I don't buy new jerseys, so.
Nah, I know you don't. But like, what is like what? I guess like in the sentence, like, what is your thoughts on the current like Fuse and NFL jerseys?
I gotta be that guy. I just don't care.
not his thing.
I gotta keep it 100. I really don't care because I don't buy them. There hasn't been something a player. It's tempting when I get hyped up at Ohio State players.
Yeah.
But
Is there like a, and forgive me for my ignorance, but like, is there like a specific license for like NCAA or college sports? Like, is Nike like a primary?
It's mostly Nike, and some teams are Under Armour, and some teams are Adidas.
So for the Buckeyes, like who is their sponsor? Like Nike. Okay. And then do they release like authentics for?
Well, they used
to.
Like, now it's kind of getting like what you guys are talking about. It's getting to that point, but I think they still do stitched numbers.
Michigan's Jordan brand, right?
We got different levels. Who?
The team that shall not be named is Jordan brand, right?
Yeah, no Jordan brand team is gonna win a championship. That's fucking stupid. I mean, notice no Jordan brand school has won a national champion. I'm just gonna point that out. That's the first to have that Jumpman logo on a football uniform. That goes for the Gators too. The Gators got a Jumpman.
Where has like it's this is always like boggles. It's always crazy to me.
By the way,
huh?
A documentary was horrible, by the way. I watched
was it? I still have to watch it.
It was so bad.
It's always.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rez. I'm not gonna take over.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy, like how some of us are talking now about like the current state of like jerseys and shit. Because like back then, like, and I'm always going back to like the 2000s era when we used to do like our videos and do this every single time. Like we were all about it. We were like all in. Now I feel like a lot of us are like, we got that like get off my lawn type mentality now. Like,
Yeah, we old. What do you expect?
huh?
I said y'all are old. What do you expect?
Look here, youngin.
I mean, it's just like, it's wild because like where is this conversation gonna be like in another 15, 20 years from now? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part where I'm like holding on my seat because like I really don't know how
we're gonna pan every single jersey that comes out because they're gonna be like holographic jerseys, like, you know, like a button or something, and like it appears or something. It won't even be like fabric. It will be like Jetsons type stuff where it's just there. You hit a button and it just appears on you or something.
Yeah. You know, it's super crazy. Like I'm part of another group on Facebook, and it's a sneaker group. And there was a guy, I don't know what he does or whatever, but he had a whole bunch of game jerseys for sale, and they were all Niners jerseys, and they were all $100. And everybody was like, "Is it legit? Like legit check?" And I'm like, I'm biting my nails because I'm like trying not to
take
be like
part in this, Rez.
And that's how Rez went into credit card debt.
Nah, that's not. No. I was just looking at afar. I was looking, but like just the overall like the responses that he was getting, and like he was like, "Oh, I've been doing this for a long time. Like I know jerseys front and back. Like spitting knowledge. Like you know this is what this is, and this is the features, and blah blah blah." And I'm just
were they legit jerseys?
Huh?
Were they legit jerseys?
Yeah, they were legit. But I mean, like dude was like coming off like these are authentic. Like this is the highest tier quality that you're gonna be able to get in the market. And I'm like, nah, you're wrong because it's not. But like I'm not gonna ruin dudes like Thunder. You know, like he's making sales and shit like that. But like it's just crazy to see like how people gawk over like game jerseys compared to like Kings. If you post a game jersey, like the chances of it selling are like on the nut. I'm just saying, like I'm keeping it real. Like nobody's really gonna be interested in a game jersey unless like it's on sale, it's practically free, or you know, a person just doesn't care, just want it. Like that's the only way I feel like people are gonna buy a game jersey. Because like when I sold a game jersey on
baseball goes fast.
I mean like when I sold my game, I think it was I forgot what player it was, but I sold a game jersey on I want to say it was Kittle or Bosa on Kings. It was $150 retail, brand new tags. I couldn't sell it until I lowered it down to $60. So that's way over retail. That's more than half off, and it only sold. And I had it listed, and every week I kept lowering it by $10. And I was like, at this point, I just
sold a
Nick Bosa because I had the Vapor Elite, so I didn't want the game jersey anymore. So I was like, I don't need.
I thought you were talking about gamers. My bad.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
The whole time I thought you were talking about gamers.
Like
you said
game use. Yeah.
You said game use.
Nah. That's Bay Area throwbacks. That's his tier.
No.
But no, like I had a game jersey.
When you started the story, you said this guy was selling game used jerseys, and I was like, what?
No, the game jerseys is what I said. Game jerseys. Yeah, the screen print versions of them. Gotcha. Yeah, no, like it's hard, man. It's hard to sell like when you know your audience knows what you're selling. Like it's hard to make that sale as opposed to people who just don't know much about jerseys. They see a jersey, they see the price. If the price is like too good to be true, they're gonna pull the trigger on it, even though if it's fake, they could give a shit about that, you know. So that's kind of where it's at right now. And then with the price point now with jersey 2, it's really not realistic. It's not practical to be dropping. I mean, we don't know like jersey prices are insane now. Even like retail for Mitchell and Ness is insane. Like 40% off is even like barely
It's like
scratching.
$200.
Yeah, and you still got to pay for shipping. You still got to pay for tax. Like, you're really not getting a bargain on that, to be quite honest.
No clothing tax in the state of Massachusetts. Let's go.
Or Philly. No clothing tax here.
Now, why you got to throw that out there for?
Yeah, no, I didn't take advantage. I was Slim actually asked the other day if I was gonna, do that. I said, nah. Yeah, 40% because I'm at the point in my card. I gotta my next cycle starting up. But even if it wasn't that, I don't think I would have jumped at anything at 40%. There's a couple of things out there I want to get, but I'm just not.
I mean, I'm curious to see like what happens, like what sales are going to look like moving forward, like with these Fuse jerseys, because are people really going to be that invested in them now that they're? I know they will, like I know they will sell, but like, is it going to be that effect where shit sells out all the time? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they will.
I think there's that initial surge because it's something new and people are gonna. But I think it's just gonna be like anything else. And I think eventually you'll just find them, in clearance, this or that,
Right,
but,
right.
I mean, I do get like current, as we know, I get some current player stuff, but it's always kind of tricky, because of so much player movement, and it just doesn't seem to matter anymore. Guys just go like drop of a hat, so it's very difficult to get certain, sometimes a jersey. Like, for instance, some of those City Connect jerseys. I got some of those, or City Edition jerseys for the NBA. I'm getting some of those, and then the player's gone at, like, the trade deadline or something. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
GTC.
It's tough.
He says, you know why? I'll tell you the truth. We got old and fat, and the new jerseys are for the slim hipster types now. Facts.
Yeah, they're very athletic fit anymore, it seems. But
Fuck you, I'm sexy.
Right?
Big bone.
Get the fuck out of here with that fucking picture. You fucking bastard.
That's how sexy you are.
By the way,
I hate
before
that fucking picture.
just to throw this out there, man. I don't know if you guys know what I'm rocking today, but I had to pay homage to the late great Kobe with this new tee right here.
Yeah.
Is that Gigi?
Nah. Oh, actually, yeah, it is.
It is Gigi.
It is Gigi. Yeah.
I mean, to think he and I were born 2 days apart.
This shirt is fire, guys. I'm not even a Lakers fan, but like, this is a dope ass shirt, man. So
yeah,
I would show you the back too, but I don't want to take my shirt off.
Or you can just, give us a quick little spin real quick.
Nah, because then the angle, you're gonna see my ass, and I don't want to do that. Like,
Hey, you want to get your numbers up?
Yeah, you need to get them down.
Yeah.
No, I see. When it comes, like, I didn't get the Kobe's. I wasn't really feeling them, to be honest with you. Like an all white.
Oh, those are what, the triple white ones, right?
Oh, those, yeah. I'm just
sneaker. That's crazy.
I'm not like, I don't wear like all white sneakers. Like, I never understood like people who wore like all white Air Force Ones. Or like
what?
just an all.
Whoa.
Don't you dare disrespect the Uptowns.
I'm just saying, look.
That's different. Air Force Ones.
I'm speaking all black Air Forces. I'm in all white.
Bro. What the hell's wrong with you? And
the fuck? You gonna disrespect my man Nelly like that? My man's Nelly's.
How's it practical to wear an all white sneaker outside? Like in the fucking dirt with all this shit, like that's just gonna fuck it up.
Who's walking around in the dirt with them?
That's what I'm saying.
Rappers who do music videos and shit who don't give a fuck.
Rappers
and they got rapper money. They throw them shits out as soon as the shoot's over, and then fucking boom, they got another pair sitting there.
Look, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to mine, and that's where I'm at with it.
You're entitled to be wrong.
You're entitled to shut the hell up. That's what you're entitled to do.
Back and forth. It's like a tennis match now. Boom.
Nah, yeah, like I just never got into like white sneakers, like all white shoes. Like even with the Vans, like I see a lot of people that wear all white Vans. I can't do it. I
Now,
love.
see, that's asking for problems because those shits are fucking canvas, bro. That like, if it like the wind blows wrong, you fucking ruin them shoes.
I mean, like just all white shoes in general. I said, and even with the Jordans,
Don't disrespect the Uptowns. I will fight you over the Uptowns.
Adam's like gonna come to the Bay Area,
bro. Like
wearing
the
them.
people that like spend like okay, you know the pure money fours, like the Jordan fours, like I don't, and then like people were reselling used pairs for like $300-$400. Fucking nut. Like I never understood that. Like they're used, bro. Like why are you selling them for so damn much? And they're hella dirty. Like
it's because they're fours, man. Fours are the wave right now.
Nah, bro. That's the hype. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wait, you were supposed to help the homie last week, size 10.5. Remember? Yeah, I didn't even know they came out today. Sorry, bro. You should have reminded me. You should have hit me up like, yo, Rez, don't forget, man. Can you help me out? Like, if you had reminded me, I would have been like, yo, I'm on it. Totally forgot, bro. As far as like Kobe sneakers goes, like the only Kobe's that I would love to have in my collection would be the Grinches, the Bruce Lees, and the Christmas 8s that he wore. Those were comfy as shit. And even the Galaxy ones too were super, super fire. A lot of the Kobe.
I think they're supposed to be doing a restock on a bunch of those for fucking Sneaker Day.
Yeah, like I know Nike like is producing a lot of Kobe like retros and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I think they're I don't know if they're dropping the Grinches, but I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that they're dropping the Bruce Lees.
Yeah, I mean I have my OG pair, but they're like separating, and I don't know. I would have to reglue everything or swap the sole if I can wear them again. But I had the Grinches at one point, got rid of them. I had so many Kobe's and I sold so many of them. This was before he passed away. But you know, like yeah, I had a bunch and I just offloaded them. Grinches restock tomorrow. You should get out of here. You lying, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They're doing like I saw like earlier today that they're doing a massive restock on like a bunch of Kobe's.
Oh boy, you got him salivating now.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, bro. Don't say that.
Let me see if I can find this real quick. Hang on.
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it, bro. Like let's.
Well, now I want to know. You know how much the resale on those is gonna be? Shit, I might fucking grab a pair and flip them.
Trust me, I know. That's why I don't have them. I have not. Hey, look, I'm gonna say it again, and I've been saying it for forever now. Like I have not paid any resale on any shoe since the Mocha ones. That is the last pair of sneakers that I paid resale on, and I refuse to pay resale on any sneaker moving forward. And
tomorrow's August 24th. They're definitely gonna be doing a fucking restock on Kobe's.
All right, well, we'll see, man. I bet you if you try to get them, you're gonna get an L, just like me.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not. If I somehow manage to get them, I'm fucking flipping them shits immediately. You know how much money that's gonna be?
Yes.
I'm not a reseller, but like with something like that, oh fuck yeah, bro. I'm grabbing them and I'm fucking going up to my old job at the sneaker store and be like, yo, you want these?
Yeah.
Cash grab. Gotta love it.
That's all it is, man. It's a free market economy, bro. If that's what I choose to do with my time and money, that's what I choose to do with my time and money.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I mean, shit, you're entitled to do whatever the fuck you want.
Why you guys so defensive? Like, relax. Nobody even say. Everybody's like nodding their head, like, yeah. He's like, what? Well, don't judge me.
So because I'm ashamed to be doing reselling stuff, Snacks. That's why I fucking hate those people. But I'm kind of like,
we all have done it in some way, shape, or form. Like, there's nobody out there. You can't tell me that there's anybody out there who be like, I never charge anybody for resale, like blah blah, like bullshit. Like I've done it, you've done it, Snacks has done it. I'm sure. You know, he's like nodding his head.
I really haven't though.
Jerseys don't resell. I can't buy.
I'm talking about sneakers.
Yeah, I'm not in that life.
I've never. I can honestly say no bullshit. I've never resold sneakers ever.
I've never bought a pair of sneakers to resell. Never in my life.
Never.
No, but you have sold sneakers though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I never.
We've all done it. Like I said, like I feel like you can't, like, you buy shit, at some point you're probably gonna sell it. Most of
to
us,
me, a reseller is somebody that buys something at market price and tries to flip it right away and double their money.
Yeah,
like
anything, almost anything I've ever sold, I've taken a loss on.
I can sell a jersey right now. That doesn't call me a reseller. I think a reseller is somebody that's trying to profit off like whatever comes out brand new and buys the stock and resells it. I don't think me selling, old Mitchell Ness jersey is called me reselling.
Yeah. No,
it would be technical.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Let me ask you guys this, because I'm gonna switch gears here a little bit, but I want to talk about something real quick. It's completely off. Not
gonna be good.
Jerseys or sneakers. No, it's not. It's not about. I mean, it could be if you perceive it. I want to talk about AI. Not Allen Iverson. Not the answer. We're talking about a different type of AI. We're talking about artificial intelligence. So I was actually, one of my coworkers is always bringing this up to me. He's always talking about AI. I'm like, what? So maybe. What about AI? There's a lot of different things, man, that AI has done, and I actually have taken part in some AI, because I actually
you're part of the problem, then.
I'm part of the problem. You don't even know what I'm going to say yet. What the hell is talking about? No, like, I heard of ChatGPT. Have you guys heard of that? No.
No.
Your AI took over.
Yeah.
So basically, ChatGPT is it's a form AI, and it's free, and you can ask it a question, whatever you want, and it'll respond to you. AI with artificial intelligence. So I was trying to help myself. I was trying to like build my resume a little bit, and I was getting brain fart on some of this stuff. I was like, man, how am I gonna, like, what? Like, I don't know how to put this into words. Like, I know what I want, but I don't know how to put this in words. And so I just typed on ChatGPT. I was like, hey, like, tell me or write something for me that explains my core qualification or something. And it drafted this whole professional, like, paragraph of what I'm trying to convey, and what I asked it to do. And it's crazy to think about that, because we're moving we're shifting in a time where this could potentially change the workforce. I think it's already starting to change the workforce, but this could just change, like, not only the workforce, but just society as a whole. There was also another instance that happened on my local radio station I was listening to this morning. I guess Cardi B, you guys know Cardi B, right? She's married to Offset, who was one of the members of Migos. I guess, like, somebody used his voice, Offset, like an AI voice, and it was like something about like him having an affair, and it sounded like him. And like, yo, like, that's super, one, that's deceitful, but two, like, a freaking robot did this. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's absolutely wild. And I started through the rabbit hole on this thing, and I'm like, oh, what if, like, my job is on the line? And interesting enough, GDC said it. He's like, we're going to be out of jobs. I was reading an article, and they said that between 2017 and 2035, about 21.5 million jobs are going to be lost. But on the flip side, 7.2 billion jobs will be created, possibly. So, like, I just want to get your guys' thoughts on this. Like, how do you guys feel about this shit? Like, with a robot, like, essentially running your day, pretty much doing your job.
Wait, you mean I ain't got to think, or, like, I can just chill?
I mean, I don't think we've gotten that far yet. We just click and it'll do it, but it's already we're already kind of starting to see the stages of it. where literally you could just ask it to do something for you, and it will do it basically.
I mean, I work at a liquor store, so like I don't see any practical application of AI.
I will let everybody respond. Once you give me the green light to go, I'll go. So I'll wait till everybody finishes, and you give me the green light, and I'll go.
All right, man. Well,
it ain't gonna affect my job. It ain't gonna affect my job too much. I work in a liquor store, bro. I don't have to worry about Chat GPT fucking coming up with how to fucking sell people alcohol. Let's get through this quick. I want to hear what Snacks has to say.
No.
AI ain't real.
AI. Oh, here we go.
I got.
AI's right here, baby.
I gotta jump off. I probably should get to bed, but I think my only thoughts on this is no one's learned anything from the Terminator movies, have they? They just they don't learn.
I was just about to say that.
You would know. You let the machines take over, bad things gonna happen.
Yeah.
Arnold's gonna get you one way or another.
He'll be back. No, like he's here.
He will be back. He will be back again and again and again, including an AI version of himself will be back. Again,
well, they already did that in the movie.
Yeah.
They already did that in the movie. They had Arnold fight Arnold.
They've also rebooted the movie countless times, and it didn't seem to
They
top.
should bring him back as like Conan or something, you know, or like his role in the when he was pregnant. Bring him back there.
Oh my god!
I'm getting tired. I'll see you guys.
Have a good night, man. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, Snacks. Green light is on, man.
No, all right. So,
let's go. Come on, baby.
So, all right. You think this technology, like I think they feed us technology little by little. You know what I'm saying? You think that they just discovered this? This is brand new, the technology that we have. Think about it. I think every year you get a new iPhone, right? You think when the iPhone comes out this year, you think they're gonna be like, all right, guys, let's start working on the next one? No, they probably got a phone that can do the most incredible things in the world, but we gotta like baby feed you stuff. You can't handle the technology that's gonna come out. Think about it. I always say on my little Android phone, I can Google Map your street right now, and I can look how your apartment or your house looks like right now through my little Android phone. Can you imagine the technology that the government has? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could do that with my Android phone, imagine the stuff that they can do. So
I don't know, man. They have a supercomputer that's made exclusively of fucking PS3s, bro.
So my thing is, they're just baby feeding us this little bit. It starts off with like AI with music, like you're starting to hear like Tupac doing like Lil Kim songs or something, you know, in their voices, you know what I'm saying?
I'd be hearing Cartman doing fucking every song ever.
Yeah, Cartman rapping as Biggie Small, like it's and it sounds amazing. And I think it's gonna affect the music industry more than anything. And you know, obviously, because the music, you could think about what they just did. They just literally did a Tupac featuring somebody else, and it sounded so like a new song. It was incredible, and it sounds incredible. I think that will affect the music business big time because you now people don't even have to be creative with writing lyrics and stuff like that. So if you think this is just they're like baby feeding us because they already have a major plan ahead of us because space ain't real and the moon is fake. I gotta add that in.
Do you think like who created AI? Like, do you think we did, or do you think it's like a higher power? Or
I'm not gonna go that far. I think I think
the higher power.
I think they're giving us whatever they want to feed us. Basically,
who's they? Government?
It got leaked. All that stuff about
the Illuminati.
You think I don't be the Illuminati, whatever. But you think they won't, if they don't want something out, they won't let it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just funny how like every planet rotates except for the fucking moon. I'm just saying. Moon's full of shit.
ATC and cartoon voice actor, all they need is the actor's tone, and boom, voice actors out of jobs. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, like I think the voice acting industry is going to be heavily impacted from this AI, and also producers too, the computers. Isn't that partly why too there's like a strike in Hollywood because of AI, like writing?
Yeah.
So
that's taking down away from writers and stuff like that. And it's crazy because AI can have a sense of humor. How can an AI joke make you laugh? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It loses that human. It's crazy to think about that. You know what I'm saying? That you could just have an idea and they could write a script for you.
Right.
All right, bet I'm gonna write a movie next week. It's gonna make $1 billion.
Right. But as far as
no, like, do you like? I will affect your how will it impact your life? Will it affect it in any way, or do you fear that it'll like affect your livelihood?
It has nothing to do with AI. So, like you said, it won't affect me. But I don't know, man. I don't think people are dramatic because I remember in the 90s when they said that robots, in industries, like cars and stuff like that were replacing, the machines were replacing humans and making cars, and that was like a big thing. Everybody's jobs are over, but somebody got to make these robots. Somebody got to maintain these robots, but it does take jobs away. You know what I'm saying? And you could just, if you think of it as a business thing, would you rather have a machine do all the job and you just got to pay maintenance for the machine, or pay a bunch of humans to do the maintenance, and you have to cover insurance, you have to cover all kind of traps. So as a business thing, it makes sense, but I think it's another lifetime away before it gets that crazy.
Yeah, like it won't affect any of our lifetimes in a major way.
I think we're just in the baby phase of
do you think that it'll affect sports? And if so, in what way?
In which way?
That's what I'm
asking.
asking.
We can get rid of like shitty announcers? Like that'd be great.
No, I wouldn't go that, because you still need that human interaction and that human feeling and stuff like that. But it could, conspiracy
I can finally get Booger McFarland off my fucking screen.
It could script a great season.
Ooh, that's very, very true.
If that was, if that's
well, Roger Goodell's doing that already anyways. We don't need an AI for that.
Well, he's the one that's asking the AI. He's like, how can I make Tom Brady great?
I'm more worried about my kids' future. Yeah, it's definitely says also think about this. No new recruits in the police force. SF is going to use robots, and we already have driverless cars. We finally getting RoboCop. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just crazy thinking about it. Like, I do agree with you guys. I definitely feel like in our lifetime we're just gonna kind of scratch the surface a little bit with it. We're not really gonna see it in full effect. At least not in our golden years. Maybe
think about your parents, right? My parents, everybody's parents. They're old enough to. This is their future. Like, can you imagine when they were kids? Like, I'm still amazed with stuff that we have now. And I'm part of the the millennial. Like I'm like used to I'm used to like this change, and it's all right, cool. I can see that happening. Imagine like your parents before like iPhones, before computers, before the idea of all the stuff that we do now. Right now, they're living in their future. Like, yo, this is the fucking future. We're gonna get to that point too, when hopefully we get to our 70s and 80s, that we're gonna be to a point like, yo, what the fuck is going on? But I think we're so used to it, like technology advancing, it won't be much of a shock as if you ask an elderly person now, like the shit that they do now. It's probably amazing.
I think I read somewhere that technology has advanced more in the past like 40 years than it had in like the previous 200 years. So
if you tell your pops, right, your dad, when he's a teenager, and tell him, yo, we just came out with this machine that you say write a story about giants, and he'll write you a whole script. His mind will fucking explode. Like, what the fuck? Or like show him the movie Transformers. Like, he'll probably think robots are real. But we're so numb. Like, look at it. We're just having a casual kind of conversation about, there's, I could just literally type something and it writes a whole script for me. You're like, oh, yeah, I can. Okay, that's cool.
That makes sense.
Like, to me, we're so like numb to it. That's like, okay, like we're not like questioning it. We're not like, oh my god, this is amazing. We're like, okay, what's next? You know, they literally said that there's aliens, and we're like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We're just numb to it, bro. We're so used to it. We're like, what's next? And we're gonna be like, okay. What's the wow factor? What will make you go unless you see it with your own eyes? What will be the wow factor for you? Like, oh my god, like NBA 2K. I'm switching it. I'm all over the place. But NBA 2K comes out. It's the same shit every fucking year. They get like a little bit more detailed, like just a little bit, and people are comparing it from last. I mean, it's the same fucking shit, every fucking year. But yet we become numb to it. We buy it. The stupid thing, we buy the fucking same.
I mean, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I have the last like basketball game I bought was NBA Live 2008.
No, but I'm saying I bet you seen the pictures of 2K4 came out and this shit.
Damn, bro, I at least fucking went NBA 2K12 with the fucking Jordan mode.
Right.
Yeah, like I never played any of like I never owned a 2K. Like I played 2K, but I never owned a 2K game. Like because I just don't feel the need to buy one every other year. You know,
just updating the rosters basically.
Basically, yeah. Like that's what it is, you know.
But people buy it every year, man. It's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yep.
So I want AI to take over Kyle Shanahan's job. Hey, who knows? Like, what if that's not far from the possibility? Like, I feel like like obviously a coach is the one that manages the plays. He's the one that manages the other team, like special units and the whole making sure the team is in place. Like, imagine if AI would do that, where they would literally assign, people.
Nah, see, something like that you need a person for, because like inevitably what would happen is fucking the AI or whatever would like fall into a pattern, and then you have a human who fucking sees that pattern and like, all right, you're expecting me to do this? Bam, fucking end around. You thought I was gonna run up the middle? Nah, end around, fucking touchdown. So like that's kind of an impractical thing.
I mean,
eventually,
right now it is, because we don't actually have like actual robots that, I mean, we do, but we don't have like an actual robot that's thinking on its feet 24/7. Like, but who's to say, what if they make some groundbreaking, iRobot? Like, what if there's like some robot that they introduce?
I think if they make a robot, I think football will be the last thing they're trying to use it for. I think they're trying to find out how we could kill somebody.
I mean, something with that caliber of technology, you already know it's going to be in the hands of the government first and foremost. Like, they're gonna get their hands on it.
It's probably around us, we don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. How long did it take them to admit aliens were real?
Since 1947, was 2023 right now. First Roswell crash.
Like 70 years, 80 years almost.
Yeah, it's pretty long, man. And I'm still following that shit, by the way, guys. I'm looking really close in that alien shit, but I'm not gonna go into detail about that in the slide.
No,
just saying.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
We can't, bro, because yeah, no.
Because I'm here. That's why y'all don't want me to get.
Let my man shine.
We can't. Not on this live. Maybe in a future live, but not this live.
You know who would try and avoid that subject? Fucking alien.
What if the alien is? Fuck, I lost.
Go ahead, try and weasel your way out of this one, motherfucker.
Alien will lose his train of thought in the middle of something. No, that wouldn't happen, bro.
Nah, see, you're starting to adapt to human society, so you're playing on our fucking like idiosyncrasies and shit.
Whatever.
He just had a glitch. That's what it is.
Whatever, bro. I'm like ticking. Yo, that video though you sent me of that chick that was talking and that other lady that was whispering on the side. That shit.
Yo, that shit's crazy.
Like what? Like how do you explain that? Like you can't. Like that. Did you see that video, Adam?
Nah.
I'm gonna have to forward you this shit. Because yo, like that shit fucked up.
Can I do another thing? Another reason space ain't real? Can I do one?
All right, we might as well. Let's hear it.
All right, space is real, right? And we had all these alien ships coming in. You would think these satellites will pick it up. Well, we have all these satellites orbiting Earth, but you don't see something just passing by. Like, come on, man, that's a bullshit. But yet
they have advanced alien cloaking technology, bro.
We can
Dude,
detect
it's called-
when we can detect airplanes when they're not in the right zone, and they're not in a legal zone. We can detect airplanes like that. But yet you can't tell me you got all these satellites around the globe, and you don't see nothing passing by, like every movie passing by, nothing. Nah, that's bullshit. Anyways, that's another minute with Space Ain't Real with Throwback King. That's
I
what
can't.
man. I was like, when
No,
you
like-
found out that Space Ain't
Listen,
Real,
Snacks, you gotta completely change up the content of your channel, bro. You gotta you gotta post a series on this.
Adam, I sent it to you by the way.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, but everything is on the table. I'm not dismissing anybody's claims or theories or what, but based on the current laws of physics that we understand, I need more of a compelling argument that space is real. Like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not dismissing your claims.
you have a moon that's just facing us like this, just standing there like this.
Listen, Rez, I'm
Okay,
going
so
out to Arizona. We're gonna be walking around in the desert. You come out, we'll all do some peyote. Your third eye will be open, and then you'll see what Snack sees.
Nah, bro.
You gotta open your
Yo,
third
although
eye.
they did say that Arizona is a hot spot for UFOs, so that is pretty tempting.
Why Arizona? How come it can't be like Peru or Russia? It was always got to be America. America's so great. The aliens only come here to the.
No, they're everywhere.
America, fuck yeah!
Everywhere, bro.
Americans
This is
are
a
so
global-
like, yo, we only get aliens, bro.
This is a global phenomenon. I think
It was global,
America
but
just
it was the whole everything was filmed in the U.S. Senate. Like, come on, bro.
there's a series that I finished, and it's called Unidentified. It's really good. I would say if you really want to kind of have some of your questions answered from well-respected government officials, you should watch this series. It's like 10 episodes.
Government officials.
Aliens
Government
spaceships
officials.
can't be real. You know why spaceships ain't real? Because there's got to be a space for it to be real. So anything you say doesn't make sense to me. Anything you say is like, yo,
That's-
space ain't real. Dinosaurs
That's-
are real. Like
No,
dinosaurs
and
are a bunch of shit.
Wait, you said dinosaurs ain't real?
You think dinosaurs are real?
Oh.
We've
Oh,
never
bro.
seen dinosaurs.
Bro,
I almost got you with space.
I'll be
Ain't real,
back.
but
I'll be
Dinosaurs crosses the line like dinosaurs. Bro, there's no such.
but I like dinosaurs. I want dinosaurs to be real.
I like that. That's great fantasy that you have going on in your head. Dinosaurs ain't fucking real. Dinosaurs are stupid. That don't make no sense. You know what's funny? Like, somebody was saying, like, how all these reptiles, like, alligators and stuff like that, and lizards.
Yeah.
They're part of the dinosaur, whatever. They don't make noise, right? So why every time you see a T-Rex, like, bro, like, there's no reptile.
I mean, alligators make noise.
Have you seen a fucking crocodile roar?
No, not roar, but they, do that thing.
Oh yeah, because the T-Rex is just fucking roar. All right, okay.
See, you're basing it purely off of Hollywood, though. Jurassic Park has been been proven to have gotten many details wrong. As a matter of fact, velociraptors allegedly had feathers and are closer related to birds than they are to fucking like lizards and alligators and shit.
You are upsetting my homie's feelings here, okay? He's real. Right here. All right, so put some respect on it. Put some respect on it.
That's okay, man. That's like, me playing with Ninja Turtles. It's the same thing. It's not real.
Wait, you're telling me that there aren't Ninja Turtles swimming around in the sewers of New York right now?
That eat pizza and are trained by a gigantic mutated rat?
You're telling me that's not real?
That's real.
Oh wait, before I forget, did y'all see the teaser trailer for the Last Ronin game?
I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's out.
Is it real, or you're watching some like?
No, it's confirmed to be coming out. They're working on it currently.
What? So what platform is it coming out for? PS5?
I'm assuming
Xbox?
so. Like literally, it was just like showed Spoiler alert for The Last Ronin for anyone who hasn't read it. It's showing Michelangelo walking around in like some puddles, like in like a dirty, puddly sort of area, and then it cuts to black and says The Last Ronin across it.
Yeah, I haven't even really like. I don't. First off, I don't even have a PS5. I only have a PS4.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I can't. I don't play games as much. I don't play enough to justify spending $500. Is it for a PS5?
You spent $500 on 3 jerseys that you never want to wear, so same shit, bro.
What you mean, bro? I keep proving you wrong. You said I was never gonna wear the Randy Moss Marshall, which I did.
Okay, you wore it one time.
All right, promise on that.
I'll help you one better. You bought 5 skateboards that you're never gonna skate.
I bought it. What do you mean? They're on my wall. So
speaking of which, wait, I noticed that there's one skateboard in particular that's missing. Where is it?
It's on eBay right now on my watch list.
Fucking resellers, man. I'm joking.
You better get that shit.
No, the only reason I'm upgrading next year is because college football comes out, and I'm gonna be obsessed. So
I mean, I do want to get one within the next year because there's already enough games that are out for me personally that I want to play. But you know, like when the PS5 first came out, like I had no intention on getting. There was like no game. There was nothing that was convincing me to buy it, and it was always selling out. Like they didn't have any in stock, and I'm just like, that's just a fucking.
I'm always a console behind. Like
bro, it was fucking crazy. You'd see sneaker places selling fucking PS5s. Like they were reselling PS5s, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That's some bullshit. That's what it is, bro.
And they were selling them for like $1,000, and they couldn't fucking keep their hands on them. Fucking ridiculous.
I'm telling you, when it comes to like certain things, like shops like that, like consignment shops, they will do what they can to money. Like, you know, a lot of sneaker shops that I followed that were strictly selling sneakers, and then of course, you know, they have like high-end streetwear brand stuff. They started to sell cards, like sports cards, like basketball cards, and because there was a point where like when COVID hit, the cards industry just blew up. Like everybody started doing, you know,
which is fucking hilarious to me because everybody was losing their jobs, and yet people are going out buying all this shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, dude, there's still people out there that are losing their job and people are still buying shit. Like,
I will never fucking understand that. That's one thing about humans that always confuse me. It's like you literally have no source of income, so you're gonna go buy a bunch of expensive shit.
How did you sell
the Grinches tomorrow?
Yo, he finna fucking like quadruple up on them Grinches, bro. What the fuck? Sold 60 fucking PS5s.
If I got a pair of Grinches, I would put them straight to feet. No cap. Like I would wear that shit. Like I'm not in the game to resell.
See, I'm not into Kobe's like that. Like so, like for me, it would strictly be something I make profit off of.
That's fine. Like
I wouldn't do it because one, like you know, I'm not calling you a piece of shit, but I wouldn't buy something I don't want to buy, and I wouldn't waste my time trying to flip. It was just takes too time consuming.
Well, see, I mean, it's not like that. I mean, as soon as you get them through fucking FedEx or UPS, whoever delivers them, literally just fucking walk out your house, go to your local sneaker shop, they'll fucking buy them immediately.
Good.
You just
how much profit can you make? You doing all that?
Those,
150
probably fucking like no. Those with if the Grinches, fucking, you probably make like $200-300 easy. The sneaker store is going to make way more money off of that. Way more money than you off of that. But you're walking out.
You know why? Because they can afford to hold on to pairs, and they gradually go up over time. That's why.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people try to get a quick flip. You know, like myself. Like I got something like that, I'm not going to hold on to that shit 2-3 years. Like I don't have the fucking. I used to do that, and I don't want to do that anymore. Like I don't do that anymore. Like I sold another pair. I sold 4 pairs this past weekend, and I plan to sell another 4 pairs like in the next or so. And you know, like I said, like I just don't have the space, and I don't want to. Even if I had the space, I don't want to put something that's not going to be utilized.
But
know what I'm
Rez,
saying?
why are you selling them for? You got that YouTube money. You don't need to sell them.
Nah, because I pay AI to make these lives for you guys. That's why.
See, I fucking knew it. I knew that wasn't Rez.
Kings, it adds up, man. But sneakers, for the most part, like all reselling items, are at a low. People don't have money. I mean, that may be so, but like, there's still people that are gonna fucking buy. Like, yo, why does every sneaker that comes out on Sneakers app sell out? How do you explain that? You know, doesn't make no sense to me. I think people have money, but I don't know. It's just it's an interesting mindset that people have when they try to like buy shoes to resell, or what lengths they go to getting something that they don't plan on wearing. Like, that to me is just wild. You know.
Excuse me.
Dang.
Somebody just texted me. I don't know who was. Ugh, I don't know who that was that texted me, but somebody texted me.
Yeah.
It was Chat GPT telling you, "Oh, you got to wrap this up. You're telling them too much."
But anyways, like, what's up with y'all? Like, how have you guys been? Because I know Adam. How was your homie's B-Day?
It was all right. It was chill. Fucking, we got a couple like RC cars and just drove those around and fucking shit like that. It was very childish, but it was fun.
It's very childish.
Very childish. Because everyone tries to resell and it floods the market, and when they can't move it, they end up selling for below cost and they take the loss. Well, that's their fault. Because if somebody who's like, is somebody telling them to do that, or are they just doing that because they're greedy? Like, I have like no sympathy for people that do that type of shit. Like, people who buy shit just to flip, and then they can't flip it, and then they complain that they bought all this shit and they have all this inventory.
Yeah.
They're just trying to, like, that's on y'all. Like, you know what the perfect example, perfect shoe was the True Blue Jordan 1s that came out earlier this year. I know people that bought like tons of pairs. Are like, this you know, this colorway is gonna sell out. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm pretty sure I saw like 15 pairs at the Nike store in Massachusetts, and they were like discounted.
Yeah, because people were trying to flip the shit out of them, and they couldn't move them for retail, so they just let them go for whatever they could get. And those are the people that are complaining. Yeah. It's like, bro, like, that's on you. Like, that's your fault. You have nobody to blame but yourself. If you were just fucking normal, like, people, like, and just decided to buy a pair for yourself to rock, then the shit wouldn't be an issue. And that's kind of how I wish, like, every release was. I wish every release, like, was like that, because then it would be enough for everybody to buy the shit without having to fucking pay thousands or hundreds of dollars and shit on resale. GTC, because they don't know, and I agree with you, they don't put in the research. It's not even just about the research, it's just about like the whole like principle, man, of like buying shit. Like, I get it, like, you know, make your money, like, but like, don't fucking buy every single pair at every single sneaker shop expecting to be the only one to own the shoes. Like, I don't know, it's just wild to me that people have like that amount of money and just that amount of mentality, like, to do something.
It's fucking crazy too, because it's like fucking, I see little kids doing it, like fucking 12 years old doing it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Don't even get me started on that. Like, I can't, like, I can't, I always refer back to this shit.
Why?
Because, like,
I already know what he's gonna say too.
This is like the shit that like gets me every fucking time, and I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. I met up with this person, right? I was interested in a pair of shoes, and it was from a reseller, and so made the deal. Like, we made the meetup, meet here, this much money. I go to the place where I'm meeting this person, right? I'm like, okay, where is this person? Oh, I'm coming in a black Honda or whatever, you know, Honda Civic. This car rolls up, right? Tell me why it was like a 12-year-old kid that comes out of the car with dad or whoever was driving him, who was not behind the wheel, comes out of his car with the bag. His dad literally watching as the transaction is being made, and he's he's authenticating the money and making sure his doesn't get scammed. And this kid is hustling me, a 35-year-old guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how is he hustling? So what's the difference if he was older than you?
Huh?
So what's the difference if he was older than you? You're just gonna buy regardless.
No, like my
fuck them kids, bro. What the fuck? I wasn't able to do that shit when I was that age.
What does a person have to do with the transaction?
No, but I feel like I'm working backwards by doing that, because it's like because I have to work a 9 to 5. Like I'm working a 9 to 5 job.
It's about the product. It's not about the person that's selling it to you. I'm kind of contradicting this, but
no, but I'm saying though, like, put it in perspective. If you were meeting up with somebody and let's say you were buying a rare collector's piece, like of like a Pee Wee Herman Playhouse or whatever you're buying,
whatever it is,
right? And you meet up with this person's selling something to you, and this person's probably like 10 years old, 12 years old. You're not gonna feel some type of way about that. You're just gonna. You wouldn't feel some type of way.
To me, it doesn't make sense. If I don't know first of all, I wouldn't fuck with somebody. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't give you my fucking money. That's a personal thing. I don't give a fuck if you have the grail of all grails that I want and you have it for $10. For me personally, I won't give you the $10 because I don't fucking like you and I don't want no transaction with you. When it comes to like strangers, like Facebook Marketplace or whatever, if there's something that I want, why does it matter where it's coming from? When you take it home, you're not gonna think of that person every time you wear it.
But you wouldn't feel some. You mean to tell me that you wouldn't feel some type of way at all? Just a little increment of like, yo, like I'm getting hustled by somebody who's literally half my age.
How is he hustling you if you agree for a price?
That's what I didn't know that. I didn't know what his age was. I didn't know he was a little kid.
Why would that matter?
It matters to me because I feel like, yo, this kid who's younger than me is gonna have like half my paycheck or whatever money I spent.
But you're the one that's paid. You could just say no.
Exactly. I know exactly. That's why I said after that transaction, I refuse to pay resale.
Okay, you're talking about resale. In general,
I'm saying though, like that's the mentality.
You would never have this story if the guy was the same age as you. It wouldn't matter. Why does it matter? The kid. You know what I'm saying? That to me, it doesn't make sense at all.
Dude, it's like I said. To me, it just makes me feel some type of way because if it was a kid and I was hustling somebody, I know that same person would probably be like, "Yo, how did you get this? Where did you get this from?" And like,
who cares?
Yo, I'm getting basically one up by somebody who's my age. I feel like I'm working backwards.
I think you're taking it way too personal. That doesn't matter. Like when I buy something on Facebook, or you go anywhere, you buy something from somebody on Facebook Marketplace, I don't question he's 5. It's like me saying, oh, he's 5'2". I can't buy anything from somebody 5'2". Oh, he's wearing a yellow shirt. Like, to me, it sounds crazy. Me saying I would never buy anything from a guy that's wearing a yellow shirt. That's crazy. And you're looking at me like, why wouldn't you buy something?
No, but like, that's different. That's different because that's preference. That's like, yo, I don't want that. Like, I don't like that color, so I'm not gonna fuck with that. Like, for me, it's like I'm looking at it like, okay, this kid doesn't drive. He's probably got his dad that's driving him around.
But why are you so concerned about him?
Because that's the state. Because that's the state of the culture of the shoe game now. You have all these fucking kids that are buying shit.
I'm cut you off, but it's not. It's about the product. It's not about him.
I'm saying though,
and you're willing to pay a price for that.
I'm saying though, they're part of the problem. That's what I'm saying. They're part of the problem because you have these people who don't care about the culture, who have all this money.
Why does that matter to you?
Because it doesn't make me feel good. No, but it doesn't make me feel good where my money is going, who it's going to. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you spend your money, don't you feel like you would like to support somebody genuinely in love with a passion? Like, let's put it on the flip side, right? Let's say somebody has something you were really looking for, but this person was just a complete asshole, like a serial killer. God forbid.
I won't fuck with anybody that I don't like. I don't give a fuck how much.
That's what I'm saying.
That's personal because I know
it shouldn't matter. But why should it matter though? That's the question.
I know you, and I'm giving you my money, and I don't like you. I don't like the thought of me giving. You don't know that kid. You don't know his story. You don't know anything about him. You're just assuming that he's a filthy reseller. My thing is, if you're so mad about resell, I'm not getting confrontational. By the way, this is all.
No. Like I'm trying to have a conversation.
My thing is, don't get mad at him because he put in the work to get those sneakers, and now you have to result to resellers. Maybe if you did what you could get any sneaker you want if you really put work in. At the end of the day, that's how I feel. He got it. You could have got it too.
I don't care if the kid is 2 years old. If he got something, I'm willing to pay. Yo, that does not sound right, bro. You better get checked on that. You better check that comment.
But to me, that doesn't make sense. The difference is, if I know you and I don't like you, and you have something over my head that I want, I would never lower my standards to buy that product for you because I would feel some type of way because I know you, I don't like you, I don't like your character. But when you're doing a transaction for a kid that you don't never met in your life, all you care is about the product. How does that affect anything? When you wear, you feel funny? Do you feel
because I think because I look at the big picture. I look at it because I've seen too many. I've seen too many of these. I went to sneaker cons. I go to these conventions, and there's literally kids that are like middle schoolers that are, getting their money. Like, okay, like I get that. But like every time that I made a transaction where I paid resale to somebody and this person was a kid, they probably have like rich parents or whatever. I don't know. Like, this is just my assumption. Okay. It makes me feel some type of way because then I got to go back to work. I got to put in extra hours. I got to work harder, which is why I refuse to resell on sneakers, because I feel like in that case, like it really is difficult for a 12-year-old to understand the true value of money. Like never in my dreams.
You're not his parent, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not. Like I said, like I don't know the kid. I'm not saying I know everything about them, but based on trends and what I've seen, I don't feel comfortable spending money or giving my money away to somebody who is behind a booth that has all the desired pairs and whatever the case may be. Like, it just doesn't sit well with me. That's just my opinion. I get what you're saying.
It's your opinion. I understand, but I'm just taking your story. You were in contact with this person. You met up with this person. It's not like you went to a convention. Obviously, your convention is a different story. You made this whole transaction. It went sour because you realized it was a kid. Why would that's the part I don't understand. Not understand. I understand what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense. To me, that's more about you. It says more about you than the actual kid. Can't get mad. You can't go mad when you go to a strip bar and there's fucking strippers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, like I said, like I paid him the money. I wasn't sour. Oh, you really shouldn't be doing this. Like, whatever he did with the money, it's his money. I wanted the product. I got what I was looking for. It was legit. It all worked out. Huh?
It should end right there. Why are you putting emotion behind the product that you got? You got it. It doesn't matter how.
No, because look, you're looking at it from a transaction standpoint, but I'm expanding the conversation or the transaction by starting a question and asking the question: how do you feel about spending your hard-earned money, literally, that you use for your livelihood, to somebody who really doesn't know, like probably doesn't understand the value of money? Because like I said, like maybe it's a generational thing. I don't know.
I think I just me buying something, and if I got the product and I'm happy, why the person I gave the money, well, how does that affect me? It doesn't affect me at all. Why should I care? Like, if you're selling me a jersey and I get the jersey and I'm like, man, Rez probably got this jersey for cheaper, or like, why am I going to analyze the whole thing, how you got the jersey? It doesn't matter how you got the jersey.
Let's throw.
It matters that you have something I want and I give you the money, I get the product, and that's it. I turn around and walk away. I don't let it affect you.
Would you feel some type of way though? Okay, I'm gonna throw a scenario out there. Let's say I'm on Kings, right? Let's say somebody posted something for dirt cheap that you wanted. I bought it just out of strictly reselling, like to flip, like and then I resold it. You hit me up like, hey, you know, I noticed you have this. Are you down to sell it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm down to sell it. I'll hook you up.
Me knowing that you bought it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. That's just me. I wouldn't do that.
Why though?
I wouldn't ask you.
No, but I'm saying though, like let's say you don't know me, like you just know of me, like you know I'm part of the group, you know I'm part of the community, and I bought this jersey from this person or whatever.
Okay, you bought a jersey for $10 from somebody, then you turn around and you're trying to sell it on Kings for $100. That's what you're saying?
You mean to tell me you wouldn't feel like?
Yeah, I would buy it if I want the jersey. I would buy it. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, no, you can't do the side fade because you have something I want and I want it. Why does? Because you're basically taking so if I sell you a jersey, does it matter how much I paid for it? It's how much you're willing to pay for it. You could just say no and walk away. Mm-hmm. So what? Every jersey that I've bought, I never asked them, yo, how much you paid for that? Do you ask? Every time I sold you a jersey, did I tell you? Did you ever ask me, hey, how much? Hey, Snacks, how much you paid for that before I send you the money? No, we never did that. You just trust whatever. If I made a couple bucks or I lost a couple bucks, it doesn't matter. You got something and you got something that I got. So I think that was a bad example, but maybe that's just personally you. That's what it is. I'm not saying my way is right and it's just to me the logic of caring too much about the person that's selling me the jersey, whatever, is you're putting too much thought into it. It doesn't matter. You got the product. If you're feeling some type of way, like you made a decision never to do resale, never to buy, which is benefited you at the end of the day.
So okay, like for people out there who, because I know there's people that stand on the same position that I'm on, like feel free to chime in because I want to hear everybody else's thought process on this. GTC, I know you're a sneakerhead, and I know you mentioned in the comments you said kids fucked it up. Like, what do you mean they fucked it up? Like, elaborate on that a little bit because I want to hear people's. I understand Snacks. I understand your side of it. It makes sense, but there's also a part where I stand on that also makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe somebody else, maybe GTC, you could elaborate a little bit because I feel like this has happened many times.
I'll make it short and sweet because I know Adam wants to say something, right? So, with kids, when I mean kids, right, I don't mean like literally kids. I mean they don't do their research, so they just gobble up everything and let the chips fall where they may. And what happens most of the time is that these kids don't have a sense of money. They don't have a sense of knowledge of the money that they're spending, the fees that are, transactional with this, the risk that they have to take by buying up all these products that they have, right, and using bots and all this other stuff. So when I say they don't have the knowledge to do this, that's what I'm saying. They messed it all up. Now you could come at it from another perspective too, like for myself, right? I was always striking out just like you, Rez. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in junction, about like 5 years ago, I was like, I could either cry about it or I could do something about it. So I started getting more knowledge about, cook groups and all this other stuff, right? I said, you know what? I got this other passion about, collecting toys. And there's stuff that I don't even care about. And this is where you come in, Rez, right? Like you care about like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that, right? Like for me, no offense, I don't care about any of that stuff. But if it's going to get me an extra amount of dollars to get what I want, which are either sneakers or toys, that's my trade-off. So this goes back to Kings, right? So whatever the price you're willing to pay for it and you're comfortable with, and you got that extra income, that's the way I kind of gamed it. So it was either I could cry about it or I could do something about it. Now you also have to have
the product that you're buying it from. Why do you care? Where if I'm addicted, if I'm a Dragon Ball Z guy and you have something that I want, and you're not a Dragon Ball Z guy, and I know that you're just a guy that's reselling, and I know that for a fact, but you have a product that I want and I buy it, it's not gonna change the fact that I'm a Dragon Ball Z guy and I got it from a guy that doesn't like Dragon Ball Z. So this Dragon Ball Z product is not meaningful because it came from a guy that didn't really care about this. That doesn't matter.
If we were friends, because we're not going to be friends because you're OSU and I'm Michigan. I'm just playing with you, dude. But if we were friends, right? No, but if we were friends, right? You're in my network and I keep my group small, I'll look out for you. Forget about the extra money, dude. People that are in my circle that I've helped out with, and there's a couple people on IG that I never met before, but we vibe out on different things, right? I'll help that person out for retail, no problem. I don't know if you remember this, but a couple years ago, right, Rez, there's an all women satin black toe, Jordan 1, right? Those things were going for like $1,000. Yeah. Right. My friend wears a small size, right? So I said, hey, you know what? I'll put in for you. You get me back on whatever, right? And we help each other out like that, dude. I gave it to him for retail. I sent it to him. And he could attest to that. You guys will never know who he is, but he'll vouch for me because it's actually happened. And so when you get like a tight group of people that are on the same level with you, because we're all like collectors. We're suck ass collectors, bro, because we're paying the extra dollar just to get what we want. Whether I'm paying resale, but I pay retail for something else, but if I resell it, I get that extra money. So it's kind of like a wash for me. And that's where my philosophy kind of came from. You know, that's the kind of stuff that we have to do because that's what the game is. So you either have to adapt to it or, you know, we could be complaining all we want. That's just the reality of it right now. And so that's where I approach it. Now, there's two things, like I said, that you could do. Get a tight-knit group like you guys already have, right, with the jersey community. You guys look out for each other. I'm not like really, really into jerseys, but I do collect, you know, what I want. And so, you know, if I want that Sharks jersey that's, you know, way back in the days, I'm going to try to get it. So let me maneuver a couple of things. So, you know, we chatted about a certain sneaker, Rez, on IG. So you already know. It's just like, I don't know. And that's, you know, that, yeah, me and you are evolving because we're a lot older now. And so it's like, you know, I could do a lot more with this money and enjoy life rather than be held down with like a certain thing, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just all about balance. That's all.
No, well said. No, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. Adam, you said you wanted to chime in too, right? You got something you want to add?
Yeah. So my whole problem with like, and it's not even necessarily just kids, but this does kind of like feed into that a little bit. Is my problem with like resellers is, and I'm not including everyone in this, but there are certain resellers I know for a fact that fall into the category that I'm about to explain. It's like, I fucking love shoes, right? There are certain pairs of shoes that I really fucking want. And I can't fucking get them because these fucking resellers buy them all up and make it impossible for people like me who actually legitimately care about the shoes. Like, perfect example, those fucking LA Dodgers fucking SB Dunks. I fucking want those shoes. Those are my grail piece right now. And I can't fucking get them because every time there's a drop, you have fucking millions upon millions of bots fucking coming in buying that shit. And then the people that own those bots resell them at ridiculous prices when in the first place they shouldn't even be able to get that many pairs. So my problem is that they're taking it away for their business, which I respect the hustle, you know, do what you got to do. But like, you're taking it away from someone regular like me who just wants the shoe for the sake of having the shoe.
Time out. I gotta call the bullshit because you're literally taking it away from somebody that really wants the Grinches.
I'm not actually gonna buy the fucking Grinches to resell them.
I'm saying, but
it's not. It's yeah. No, I get what Snack's saying.
You're literally contradicting yourself. You buying the Grinches, knowing that you're gonna resell them, you're taking it away from somebody that really wants to wear them.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm not actually going to do that, Snacks. It was a joke.
Time out. No, you know it wasn't a joke.
It was a joke. I have no intention of buying those shoes. I never had any intention of buying those shoes.
I'm about to say, I took it like you was being serious. I'm like, yo,
I was joking. I have no intention of buying a pair of the Grinches.
Didn't you just say you was going to buy the Grinches and resell them? Like, I'm like,
yeah, it was a joke. I'm not actually going to do that.
My apologies. I had to call you.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's also too why, like, just to interject a little bit here. It's also that's why I said, like, we all do it. You know, there's no shame in that. Like we've all done it at some
No,
point.
I respect the hustle. You gotta do what you gotta do, but like it's just that like someone like me, and like I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for anyone else here. It pisses me off because I can't get shit that I actually want because you have people out there who are just buying it up for the sake of buying it and fucking not allowing someone like me who cares about the shit to fucking grab it. Like I want, like there's so many shoes that have not lately, but there's so many shoes that have come out in the past like year or so that I'm like, yo, I really want that fucking shoe, and I have no chance to buy it at a fucking price that's reasonable because you have these people, kids, fucking whatever, with all these bots and shit, and then selling them at ridiculous markups, and like it's not fair to someone like me. Like, so from my personal experience, that's my problem with resellers, is that you're taking
we're getting away from the actual subject. The subject was, if you buy something from somebody, it doesn't matter where they got it, how they got it, as long as you get the transaction happens.
Yes, it does matter to me. It does matter to me.
Okay, so
you're
on
a personal transaction.
Yeah, I am. If I know someone's a reseller, I'm probably not gonna buy it from them. If some regular guy's fucking selling them, like, you know, because he needs the money for whatever.
I'm trying to put you in Rez's scenario. I'm telling you.
No, I can't.
Wait, time out. You went online. You chatted with somebody. Oh, I'm gonna get these sneakers for $200. I'll meet you at Stop and Shop. You go to Stop and Shop. He gets out the car and you realize it's a kid, and you're like, nope, I'm not gonna buy it for him because you're a kid.
Yeah,
you're the person that's messing up the sneaker.
Yeah, I know because I know he doesn't appreciate it on the same. He doesn't appreciate it.
Doesn't matter how he feels. You're getting something that you want.
And I know because Snacks, it's because he doesn't fucking like Rez was saying, he doesn't have the concept of what the fuck what me giving him my money means. I do. There's a point of there's pride involved in this shit.
But you don't know his story. You don't know
I don't give a fuck about his story. He's a little kid. He's fucking getting a bunch of shoes and shit that people want, and he's probably like
Yo, I swear to God, am I fucking going crazy here? Am I going crazy? So okay, time out. Rez, I know, I'm sorry. I have to interject. So
this is
time out.
Soaking these lives, guys. Soak them in.
This doesn't make sense to me. Why does it matter?
It doesn't have to make sense to you.
So
it makes sense to me. It makes sense. Your reasons make sense to you, may not make sense to me. My reasons make sense to me, may not make sense to Rez. Okay, so we all have our reasons.
You chatted with this guy online. You came up with a meetup spot. You meet up. He gets out the car, and he's a child. He's not a child. He's 14 years old. You're gonna tell me like, nah, never mind, because
honestly, yeah, probably.
That's
I'm just a crazy In my defense, the transaction went through. I didn't argue. I paid him what he wanted. Everything checked out. It was good to go. But like I said, like having said all that, I've just seen too many examples of, like I said, when I've been to cons and sneaker cons and stuff, I've been to too many of these where it's hard to not assess, this kid or whatever person's background based on what they're making. Because, I mean, you think about it, like, you can't sign a check when you're like 10 years old. Like, you can't sign a check when you're 4. There's reasons why there's certain age limits when you can do things. And when you're doing it, like,
if you have something that you want and you want to buy it, who gives a fuck where it's coming from?
Because I want to know.
It doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to you. That's what it doesn't have to make sense to you.
I'm saying though, like, I come from a background where I had to learn the value of money. So yeah, I did.
But you're not his parents. You're not teaching him a lesson.
I know, but
he's just gonna turn around and sell it to me. Like,
shouldn't
teaching him a lesson.
Like, what if you had a kid, right? And your kid was hustling people and making.
What's hustling people? What's
like,
hustling people?
Hustling is like making.
Hustling to you is you're upset because it's a kid that got it and he's overcharging you, but you're willing to pay it if he was the same age. That doesn't make sense.
No, like at all. Like I don't
So
pay.
what if
resale
you was
fees.
that? What if it was you selling a pair of $200 sneakers, and a 50-year-old man comes out, he's like, nah, I ain't gonna buy no sneakers from a 30-year-old. You probably look at him like, what? Why? That doesn't make sense.
No, because there's that. No, it makes complete sense because there's development and there's experience that happens at a certain age and time, man. When you're 10 years old or 14 years old, you can't tell me that you've experienced it all. Like,
But
can you
who
imagine?
cares? He's not.
I
Your
do.
boyfriend, he's not your cousin. He's not related to you. It's about
Yo.
the product. It's about the
Yo,
product.
like we're going in circles now. We're going in circles.
I think you're missing the point here.
I'm not missing the point.
No, there's something that I'm trying to pinpoint here. That
I know. I get what you're saying. I trust me, 100%. I'm 42 years old. Just trust me. This is the guy that says this fucking space ain't real. I completely understand.
I'm not hating kids.
Yo, I'm fucking firmly hashtag fuck them kids.
That's a you thing. That's a you thing. That's how you feel. Man. I'm not saying how I feel is the right way, but it's like going to the store, going to Walmart, and the cashier is younger than you. And you're like, no, I'm not gonna buy it from this cashier because he's
that's something different. That's completely different.
They're not the ones that they're selling.
It doesn't matter. We can just stick to this subject alone. It's about the product. By you not buying it, it's not going to teach him a lesson. It's not going to make the sneakers different. It's not going to make
actually. I disagree with that. I think it would. Because if let's say a kid is sitting on a whole size run of shit and it's not moving,
but who cares?
No, I'm saying though, put yourself in that kid's position. If this kid had all this money, like let's say his dad or whatever was like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you $1,000."
You keep talking about whoever that kid is. I don't care about. It's about.
I'm just saying. I'm using a scenario of the mindset that person, the seller, is going through.
It's gonna go back to who cares about his money.
It doesn't. Okay. It doesn't.
I got the money. I'm gonna give him the money.
Let's throw age out of this. Okay. Let's just say it's a person. Don't matter what age.
It doesn't matter. If you have something I want, if A has something I want, and I'm B. I'm like, all right, here's the money. Thank you for the product. And I walk away and live on my life. That's it. Why do I care about, oh my God, this kid, he's not going to learn a lesson. And like, I feel some type of way because it doesn't fucking matter. Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Let's, okay. I'm going to throw another scenario out there. Let's say if there's a kid that's talking sports and he's like 12 years old and he's spewing knowledge to you about an era of sports that you grew up watching.
You can't use that scenario. That's just
based. Why though? Why not?
Because he doesn't have something that I want.
I'm just saying though. Are you gonna feel some type of way if this kid's correcting you? Because Snacks, like I know you're a big sports guy. I'm talking about a transaction. I'm throwing a scenario out there. It's not about selling. I'm just saying if there's a kid or somebody out there who's like half your age that's spitting game and knowledge to you, and are you gonna feel some type of way? Like if he's correcting you, like, oh no, actually Bo Jackson didn't do this, he actually did this.
If I'm wrong and if he's right,
you mean to tell me you wouldn't feel some type of way?
So if he tells me that Bo Jackson rushed for 2,500 yards, and I said no, he rushed for 248 yards, and I look it up, it was 2,500 yards, I'm supposed to be mad at him because he got it right?
No, I'm not saying you're mad, but I'm saying, will you feel some type of way?
No, I don't understand.
Rez, I wouldn't feel that type of way if he had the knowledge. Like I don't know a lot about Negro League baseball, but I know somebody out there that I think some HBO documentary did something like that, right? Where this kid knew everything about it, he read all the books and everything like that. If he starts spewing knowledge at me, I'm gonna listen to him and then I'll fact check it. And if he's right, he's right. If he's wrong, he's wrong. I just move on with it. But I do get what you're saying. Like you feel some type of way of like some 12-year-old kid with snot running down his nose, got that, that nice little panda dunk that you wanted for $170. And
I don't want a panda dunk, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, I not like. I mean, like, because I use that. I use that video, right? Like that video, that little kid that's talking to Bo Jackson. Yeah. And he's like playing baseball, and Bo Jackson's like spitting knowledge. Like, that's like, and even with me, like if I have something, like if I have a Buckeyes jersey, Snacks would be like, what you know about the Buckeyes? Like jokingly. but there's some sort of feeling there, like emotion, that makes a person feel some type of way. Not necessarily like from me, but like there's this feeling and this emotion that people feel some type of way, like almost in that sense where it's like, I talked to Mac about this, you know, like about curating our jersey collection, showing off our jerseys of teams that we're not even fans of. And Mac was like, why would I do that? Why would I look like people are going to look at me and be like, why is he even collecting all these sports teams of jerseys or of teams that he's not even a fan of? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that comes down to like just everybody's individually, because
Yep.
maybe that make you feel some type of way. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about what you wear. I don't care what you. I just don't care. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't by me caring about it, it's not gonna put more money in my pocket. It's not gonna put shit in my. It's not gonna make my relationship better. I think you're putting way too much emotion into how people view you. I think that's like more some deep shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. I'm insecure about certain things. I'm insecure about wearing jerseys with a single number because I got titties, niggas. I don't want titty fuck my number. That's just me. People be like, yo, that's stupid. Why wouldn't you wear a Warren Moon jersey? I'm like, because I don't like wearing Moon jersey because it embraces my big ass tits. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I do, like, I get it. That's kind of the same scenario with you. I don't wear that number 1 jersey because it makes me feel some type of way. You don't want to buy things from somebody younger because it makes you feel some type of way. So I understand that. I'm with you. But at the end of the day, with me, personally, if you have something I want, and I'm willing to pay for it, I don't care about Rez's like life. I don't care about what's going on. And Rez is like, you know, I know he's a fiend for jerseys, and I'm getting this jersey. I'm like, yo, bro, if you have something I want, we never have a conversation. Every time you bought something from me, I'm like, yo, Rez, you never asked me where I got it from or how much I paid for it. It was just an understanding. I'm like, all right, cool. You have something I want, PayPal me the money, I send it out to you. That's it. Transaction over. The only way this will affect me, if I personally know you and you fucked me before, like, if you like you're not a good person, and I know you're not a good person, you could have an autographed Eddie George jersey, game worn, and you're selling it for $100, and I'm like, I wouldn't buy it from you, because that's the moral part. That's the part where I understand where you're saying I wouldn't buy it from you because I personally know you're a fucking asshole, and I wouldn't give my money to you because that will make me feel some type of way. I feel like I gotta lower my standards to try to get that jersey, which I'm putting the jerseys higher than my own standards. That's where I kind of agree with you with that, but that's me knowing you. As far as if I didn't know you, I don't care. I'll buy the fucking jersey in a minute.
Yeah, because that jersey is going to be around, you know. It's not like, you know, unless it's really rare, like a bearded dragon shirt, dude, then you gotta cop that like immediately.
There was only one left, man. He got the last
only
one.
one.
The last one.
Only one.
I'm just saying.
Jeez.
You know, like, yeah, like I get completely where you're coming from. Like, I mean, if you know the person, like if you know this person is like a jackass, or if they've done something just so like beyond moral, for me, like personally, like I want to know where my money is going as much as possible. Obviously, you know, like when you buy something, you know, every time you go to like a store, do you want to donate to this, like funds towards this? Like if I have the funds to do it, like, yeah, no problem, you know, because I support that. I'm a big supporter of that. What I'm not a supporter of is, you know, like people continue, like I don't like the state of where the shoe game is currently, but I'm a part of it and I get it. That's just part of the game. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, are you willing to spend that money and you know, take that possibility of not knowing where your money's going, or your money's going to go towards somebody, you know, reselling? I'm just saying, like, based on what I've seen and read and articles about, like, so many like fucked up things about the shoe game, or people just backdooring pairs and people using other people's accounts. Like, that's the shit. I guess that's the part also where Adam and GTC are coming from as well, because I think we've been a part of it for so long. We've seen all
I've been part of the sneaker game too.
Oh yeah, and you too, Snacks. Like
I just instead of making the decision to stop buying resale shit. I decided to, like JTC was saying, I found my own lane. I decided, you know what? I don't have an emotional connection to Jordan. I was buying Jordans because I was part of the hype. Then I realized, you know what? I'm not even a big fan of Jordan. That's why I started buying Fila. Filas don't get out. People don't resell Filas. People don't resell Ewings. And that's something I ended up enjoying. But it took time. It took
Oh no, I disagree with that. I've seen some fucking Ewings listed on eBay for ridiculous prices.
That takes time. I think Rez, you're gonna get to a point of your life, maybe not today, maybe not like whatever. Maybe as time goes, you'll start not giving a fuck anymore. Like, you know what? You got something I want. You're gonna get like me. Because maybe 10 years ago, I probably would have had the same mindset you had. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, because I'm older, and I'm not trying to say none of that. Because I know people younger than me are way mature than me. But I'm saying sometimes it comes with different experiences in life. You know what I'm saying? I got to the point I don't care, man. I just don't care. Whatever happens once the money is gone, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I got what I wanted, I don't care what happens to the next man. If I sell you a jersey, I would not feel some type of way if you turn around and resell it. It wouldn't affect me. I think that would affect you if you sold me a Jerry Rice jersey for $100 and then I posted on Kings of Throwbacks for $200. I think Rez, you would feel some type of way, which I think a lot of people would feel some type of way. If you did that, if I did that too, I wouldn't care. I got the $100 that I got.
I just had that happen to me.
Whatever you do with that jersey is on you. Some people put too much care on what they do after the transaction. I don't care. I got what I wanted. You got what I want. You want it. Whatever you do with it, if you want to burn it, you want to resell it for $1,000 and you get that money, get your money. But I can't get mad because you made a profit from a jersey that I sold for $100. I got my $100. Can't be mad. But that's my mindset.
I mean, like I said, like I'm not knocking the hustle. Like, you know what I mean? Like you make your money, great. You know what I mean? But like personally for me, I just feel like by me doing that, I just feel like I'm going backwards. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just definitely like I said, like it's just different generations. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn through trial and error, you know, what I'm spending my money on, how this works, like what's a reasonable price. You know, I always used to say that, like, what's a reasonable price? Retail. No, but it's only $30 over retail. That's not bad. That's actually a steal. You know, it's like, how's that a steal? Like you're literally paying an extra $30 out of your pocket towards something. Like, how is that?
Rez, literally, like 10 years ago, you didn't have this mentality. You was buying sneakers like because you wanted it, because the addiction was real. That's what I'm saying. 10 years from now, your mentality will be different too.
Which is, yeah, and that's why, like, I made a personal decision too, because I was like, I want to know where my money is going. I would rather fucking pay somebody who has something that I know personally. Like, I would pay somebody more money knowing the person, because I know where my money is going and I know it's going to a good person, rather than a complete stranger who, I guess I'm the opposite of that. Like, I would rather
on eBay. What's the difference?
Huh?
You do that every day on eBay. You buy something on eBay, you don't know the person. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You just don't have a face behind it.
You don't. But I mean, like, there's definitely people out there who, like, if Adam were to sell something, and then there was another one on eBay, like, I would rather help Adam than buy it on eBay, because I know the person. If I didn't know the person, then there's nothing else to talk about. It's literally, this is what I have for sale. You want to buy it? Okay, I buy it. You ship it to me. Done. Like, I get that. But there's no face-to-face interaction too. You know what I mean? Then I know that shouldn't matter.
What if Adam was a piece of shit? He had it cheaper, and on eBay it was $25 more. Would you pay that?
Adam, and you said Adam's a piece of shit? I wouldn't buy it.
What if it's the same jersey, one on eBay, one with Adam, one's $100 on $125 on eBay. Adam has it for $100, but you know that Adam's a fucking piece of shit. Would you give him your $100 just to save those $25?
No.
Exactly. That's how I feel. But
no, I think that's kind of where we understand each other and we meet, like, in the middle in that sense. But like I said, like, just from my personal experiences, the majority of transactions I made through resellers are people between the age groups of like 10 to 15 or whatever, however old they are. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not knocking on kids, because like I have like friends that are like really young that are also, you know, that I still buy stuff from. You said pause. But like I don't know, man. Like I said, I just feel some type of way about it, man. And I don't know what it is. I don't know, you know, again, like I said, I respect everybody, but I make a personal decision of where my money goes to, and I prefer my money would not go to that specific person. So
I hate kids, so that's the reason why I don't want to sell them to fucking kids.
So what? Shoes?
Yeah, I hate kids. I don't want to buy, sell, nothing. Fuck them kids. Pause.
Oh my God.
I can like.
I think the other deciding factor is that you got to know where the product came from too, because you know fake stuff is really good nowadays. I don't know about the jersey community, but sneakers, man, if you wait a couple months after a release,
Yo, them fucking reps be fucking damn near perfect.
That's a whole different topic. If we talking about fakes and UAs, yeah, that's a whole nother wormhole that you could go through.
Let's go through this.
Nobody else ever perfected good fake jerseys. So
I think, yeah.
I don't know that fucking that Barkley was damn near perfect.
You can, dude, you can approach it from so many different angles. Like I've heard people that said like if it's not officially licensed, then it's fake. You know, even though you custom made it, like I've heard that argument. I've also heard, you know, the argument that like if it wasn't if it's not stitched, it's fake. You know, like there's just so many ways you could approach that conversation.
There's only two categories: fake, not fake. That's it.
Yeah, and also like unauthorized pairs are fake. Put it how you want. Like fake is fake. Exactly. So,
the day they start making like flawless.
Well, then wait. So if someone customizes a pair of shoes, does that make them fake? Because I see a lot of people taking those heritage fucking ones and turning them into breads. Does that make them fake?
It's fake if they say that they were breads.
It's a little bit sticky if they made it from the ground up, right? Like you know, shoe surgeon or whatever. They would be categorized as a fake, but it'd be a custom. It's all semantics, dude. It's just all about what you like, you know. Like you know, right now it's like you know I'm doing like a pair of Prince, you know, SB Dunks, right? I'm using like the real Nike soles and stuff like that.
Wait. You said Prince?
Yeah, Prince.
Bruh.
You know, like, yeah.
Purple Rain?
Purple Rain Prince?
Yeah, with velvet and stuff like that, man.
Bro, why oh my God.
What?
Yo, I gotta talk to you about those, bro.
Yeah, it's still in the works right now. I got an embroidery machine and everything.
Make sure
if you make size 13, I'm your fucking man, bro.
Make sure you put some pancakes on there.
Shoe last on that. Dang, shoe last.
Put some pancakes on it, and just put some.
Yo, I'm being dead ass. If you make those in a size 13, bro, let me fucking know.
Oh man, I got shoe last for my own size. I make it for myself, so it's like, you know, I can customize for myself, but they're still considered fakes. You know, it's just all about. I mean, but the shoe game and everything style wise back then when we were going to high school, you wanted to be different. Now everybody looks the same. You know, everybody's got, you know, back then when, you know, Adidas was popping with the Boost and everything like that, everybody had Yeezys. They all look the same. It's like, damn, nobody wants to look different. So
I wear Yeezys because they're comfortable as shit. I mean, say what you will. Like, I don't support.
Don't get me started on the whole Yeezy thing. I am morally opposed to Yeezys at this point.
I mean, I don't support his semantics and his views, but like, the shoes are damn comfy, man. I mean,
yeah,
they're just
the runners are real. The runners are real comfortable, but the Boost, that stuff bottoms out like after a little while. So yeah.
Because I have a pair of the 500s, and I wore them actually when I went to I think when I went to Fenway, and or Did I wear those or my pumps? I forget. But I wore the 500s when I was out there in the East Coast for an entire day, and I had no issues the next morning on my feet. But when I wore my pumps,
I believe it.
I was hurting. I was hurting after like.
You're wearing fucking Reebok pumps on cobblestone streets, bro.
Bro,
Not
I
a
was
good
like,
idea.
I need to chill. I need to sit down. I need to have Austin Burger Company.
Did you have to bend over and start squeezing those basketballs in the tongue? Man, I gotta get some comfort out of it.
Nah, man.
Oh my god.
Shit. Comfort is life, bro. Like that's another thing too. Like as you get older, you start to realize like comfort is everything, man.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Well, this has been a very interesting live so far, man. I don't know if you guys heard. I'll mention it again towards the tail end of this live here, man. But I don't know if you guys heard, but episode 100 is actually going to be my last live stream that I'll be doing. I'm going to be wrapping up these lives every Wednesdays at episode 100. So if you guys are curious, just know that like it was a decision that wasn't easy to make. It was something that I wanted to kind of think about a little bit more, but I think within the last few weeks here, I think I'm comfortable with wrapping it up at episode 100. So episode 100 will be roughly around end of the year, basically. So assuming I do all the lives on Wednesdays moving forward and stuff like that, I think it's just time to restructure the channel and the content that I'm posting. I'm still going to be making content. It's just that, I'm not going to be doing them on a live stream. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. But I just hope you guys understand when I made these lives, my intention was always to engage with my audience and give back, because I feel like these lives won't be what they are without you guys. This conversation we had, got heated, but at the end of the day, it was a good conversation to have. We all kind of explained our stance on things and where we come from, and I respect it. I might not agree with it, but I respect it. And I think that's the most important thing, is having a civil conversation and try to understand at least where we're coming from. And if we don't understand where we're coming from, just know that, this is where you stand and this is where I stand. And I think that's what makes the beauty of these lives. And this is what makes them what they are. They have been these last 79 episodes. So that being said, guys, do you guys have any closing comments or anything you'd like to add?
Just a quick thing. Rest in peace to Terry Funk. He passed away today, unfortunately.
Yeah. R.I.P. man. R.I.P. to Terry Funk. And what about you guys?
Oh man, nothing much. Just I think I just think we overthink things a little bit too much. I think the most important part is just getting out there and enjoying life, dude. Because you see what's going on with like all the AI stuff, man. You guys already talked about it. I wish I was in there a little bit earlier, but I have to put my kid to bed and everything like that around this time. So, but yeah, I think right now the most important part is just like enjoying life, because you only got one to live. And that's it.
Man, you making it
give
hard
that kid
for me to
that
hate
money,
you, bro.
You making what?
He's making it hard for me to hate him. Fuck, yo, I gotta be so nice, bro.
That's me,
dudes, man.
That's me, and I like Michigan. So now you a Michigan fan. By osmosis.
Hell no, bro.
Hell yeah.
There you go. He's like, there it is. There's the reason why I can hate him.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. I mean, that's another reason too. I feel like in this stage, like that I'm in my life, man, I feel like doing these lives, like kind of what GTC was saying, man. Like I have other things too that I want to spend my time, and enjoying my life. Not to say that I'm having a blast with you guys, you know what I mean? But I feel like giving these lives every Wednesdays is a lot to ask for me personally, you know, and it's nothing against anybody on the panel. It's just kind of where I'm at and where, you know, I view things right now currently. Not to say that the lives won't ever come back, but
I was about to say, you're coming back. You know that.
you know, I'll probably, you know, maybe I'll throw a special out there. Who knows, you know, every now and then. But as far as having
you got to give out the Golden Gorilla Awards. What are you talking about?
We still have the rest of the year, bro. So there's definitely still room for that to come. But yeah, man, I personally, you know, like I said, when I made this decision, you know, I talked to some close people and, you know, they all supported it, you know, because I know there's a lot of people who love these lives. Like I get a lot of hits, like people who don't even really like comment, like ghost followers. And they didn't know, you know, they were really excited to see what was going to be the announcement. I'm sure they're probably going to message me after this, but just know, man, that, you know, like I appreciate everybody for real. Like I never expected the lives to be this long. As I stated earlier, it started off as something just playing around with, you know, and I started off just talking to myself like on camera with comments popping up to now having an actual live panel real time, you know, that's hopping on here and, you know, having these conversations. And I'm just glad that you guys decided to be a part of these lives and take time out of your busy schedules to hop on with me every Wednesdays, man. Like for real, you guys are, I can't thank you guys enough for everything.
You're the real MVP.
You guys have anything else?
Where's the Sharks at?
Huh?
Yeah.
Where's the Sharks at?
I don't think I can reach it right now. It's too high up, guys.
No, get it. You can't close out the live without the hat.
I did last week, man. So.
Well, I wasn't there for that, so I'm here now. Get the hat.
What is WWE?
Will be back.
So at certain times in life, you know, you have a difficult thing.
Tell me what the hell WWE TV? I don't need the whole story.
What would Brian Boitano do?
I don't want to hear the backstory to that.
It's South Park, bro. Come on. The fuck?
I don't watch South Park.
What?
Yeah.
It's only like one of the most formative shows of my fucking childhood.
Right. Like now you can't buy anything from me because I don't watch South Park.
Oh, right. That makes sense. There we go.
There it is. It's official.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, so you actually paid money for that? You paid money for that? That's a giveaway, right? That had to be a giveaway.
No, I don't know, actually. I don't know if I paid for it.
Did a kid sell it to you?
I think so, bro. I think I got some music back there, bro.
Oh, man. I guarantee you, Rez, you're going to be back, man. You're going to need some kind of therapy. And then, you know, the panel will be there for you. You know, the next time you give a kid, like, oh, man, I gave in. I'm not doing these lives anymore. And all of a sudden, oh, man, I saw these shoes. I said I had to have it.
Wait,
all these kids want to sell me their shoes.
Can I give you one scenario real quick? Just real quick.
Oh, here we go.
It doesn't have to be a long conversation. So,
what's up?
If a kid scalper has Super Bowl tickets for the 49ers game, would you buy it?
Hell no.
Fuck no.
You're a goddamn
lie.
No.
Hell no. You know how much? You know how expensive? Do you know how expensive tickets are to the Super Bowl, bro? Fuck that.
That's at that point. It's not a question of me having a problem. Like, you know, hashtag fuck them kids. It's I don't have that kind of money.
No, I'm talking about like a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways, go ahead, man. Do your thing, bro.
No, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't personally. Like, I'm just not gonna pay my money. Fuck that. This kid probably doesn't even know what a Super Bowl is.
Yeah, in your world, all kids are stupid.
Yeah,
this is not true. This is not true.
Until you prove it wrong, I am working under the assumption that all kids are fucking stupid.
Nah, this is not true because my nephew has actually schooled me a couple of times, so this is not true. All right, and he's about to be 10.
So don't ever buy him a birthday present because he's
a child. Oh man,
and I'll feel some type of way if I buy him something.
I mean, I know my nephew, so there's a difference.
Touche.
All right, fellas. Well, thank you guys again. You know, my live streams.
Wait, what if your nephew's an asshole? What if he grows up to be an asshole?
Yo, he's trying to end the line. Let him demand
What?
So what if your nephew grows up to be an asshole?
Then I'll tell him to resell to you. Garbage kids watching. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody that's hopping on again. If you missed these lives, I do them every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't heard, episode 100 will be the last live stream that I do. So if you guys want to be a part of some of this great action, please consider tuning in. Put in the comments. Just say you're here. Show your support. If you want to hop on live and be crazy or wear a Sharks hat like me, you're more than welcome to. Just hop on, take the link, and it's great conversation, man. Like I said, we have a lot of great and deep conversations. Pause, but you know, every week, man, is always something different, something special, and hopefully, I'll see you guys again next week. All right. So till then, stay tuned. Got more content coming out. Gonna upload another video, possibly tomorrow, and I got more stuff. Who's that? Magneto?
That's random.
All right, fellas. Have a good night, everyone.
Right.
And I'll see y'all next week.
Fuck them kids.
Space ain't real.